Today we're going to discuss mindful communication or wise speech. We can develop mastery of character strengths and ethical principles to benefit all forms of communication in all aspects of our lives. We generally engage in some form of communication every day, whether in person, email, text messages, phone calls, whether in groups or by ourselves. We communicate in order to exchange information, achieve a common purpose, to be understood, and to understand. The ethical aspects of communication allow us to draw on our values to express them effectively in our relationships and the world. Character strengths are qualities that are generally agreed upon across cultures that help us achieve our fullest potential. We'll look at moral, performance, and civic aspects of character as they apply to communication. Moral character qualities are things like integrity, respect, caring, and empathy. Performance character is not performance itself, but more the qualities we must possess in order to be effective. For wise speech, these include curiosity, focus, patience, and a positive attitude. Civic character is made up of the skills and virtues that allow us to be engaged citizens working toward the common good. Let's take some time now to do a reflective exercise to explore wise speech, and specifically how to draw on moral, performance, and civic character strengths to be ethical communicators. Picture for a moment a communication situation that may arise. Check in with yourself. Become mindful of your physical and emotional state. Do you have any unmet needs that are influencing your body or mind? Determine your purpose for the communication. Who is involved in the communication? Is it one person? A group? What's their physical or emotional state? Do you know what their needs are? If you don't know, note that. Assess. Are you on the same page regarding the communication? Do you want the same thing? Now consider what you want to say and ask yourself these 4 things that must all be present in order for our communication to be ethically sound. Donald Rothberg, in his book, The Engaged Spiritual Life, describes them as follows. Number 1, is what I'm about to say truthful? Number 2, is it helpful? Number 3, is it well-intentioned or kind-hearted? Number 4, and finally, is the timing appropriate? All of these must be present for wise speech. Let's examine how the character strengths are involved in the questions. Note, this is by no means a conclusive list. Performance character. Patience allows us to listen mindfully while the other person speaks and to let the conversation unfold in a way that's not forced. Curiosity is a quality we bring to listening and considering another's view. Focus allows us to be fully present and attentive. A positive attitude helps us stay open to a positive outcome, which is especially important in difficult communications. Moral character. Integrity is a big part of being truthful or honest. Empathy is involved in taking into account another's perspective and having a sense of their emotional or physical state. Respect. Even when we disagree, we can still communicate wisely and effectively. Caring is embodied by being well-intentioned. Civic character. Communication relates to the successful sharing and conveying of information, and it's imperative for civic engagement. Wise speech is all about finding common ground, even when we don't see eye to eye. With a civic perspective, we can realize that we're really all on the same team, even when we have differing opinions, needs, or experiences. Timing is the context within which communication takes place. With poor timing, even if we are well-intentioned, truthful, and kind, especially if there is an emotional charge to the situation, there's a good chance that communication will derail. We can bring our deeply held values into our daily lives through the practice of ethical communication. Remember, is it truthful? Is it helpful? Is it kind-hearted? Is the timing appropriate? Wise speech provides us with the true possibility of connecting with others and not simply our own opinions. We can make more informed, thoughtful decisions about what words come out of our mouths and the way that we listen, or don't. We can gain self-knowledge by being more directly aware of our inner motivation, impulses, feelings, thoughts, and all the other things that might be covered up by speaking without thinking or listening without hearing. Self-perspective can bring us humility in the face of the multitude of choices we make in any given moment of mindful communication. We can become an engaged member of any team. The best part is, there are limitless opportunities for practice.